Hi friends, welcome to our weekend flow. My name is Michelle, if we don't know each other already. I'm happy to be with you, always. This is my yoga practice, and even my teaching practice is kind of a welcome routine. Yeah, like a welcome ritual in a time of year that for our family, this whole second half of the school year really, there's no settling in. Like there's always a vacation or a holiday or a field trip or just like a lot going on this time of year. And I think really that's going on all the time, right? There's always interruptions, there's always transitions. We're always in process, but sometimes that's more obvious than others, yeah. And so what I've been working with in the physical practice to sort of practice for that, this phase of the year, is being in practices that are repetitive for a second and then change, right? So we might be in a pattern twice through, and then the third time is different. And it's just that way of conditioning our brains and bodies to roll with that moment of transition, with that, oh, something's different, and to recognize the things that stay the same, right? To stay committed to breath, committed to intention and our ways of moving, even if the movement changes a bit, yeah? So that's what I'm playing with today, what I'm bringing to you. As always, everything is optional, including this intention. Yeah, my intention is to be present to steadiness within flux. But you bring your own intention to this movement, to what it means for you. We are going to move around the mat a little bit today, facing different directions. So I always try to warn you when that's going to happen, in case you need to orient a particular way toward the screen. But in any case, we start with a little resonance, a little stillness, just a moment to connect, to tune inward. Because that's the part that stays. Wherever we are, whatever we're doing, there's things within us and things we're connected to that stay the same. Tune toward that. carve an opportunity to amplify this resonance, your intention, your breath, with the sound of Om together. First, an easy breath in and out. And then toward Om, a breath in. Stay connected to that resonance. Let it stay in your awareness, in your breath. And let breath expand until there's some movement that calls you, some stretching, rolling, reaching. That brings us toward a seat, and we'll look for like a pinwheel shape today. So like if you're sitting on your shins, you'll just send your hips over to the right and bring your left knee into the right foot, settling your left hip low. And just take a moment to settle here. Yeah, to feel rooted to the earth. Press down through your shins and lift your arms tall. And take a moment, just let that be, stretchy. Root down through your tail, up through your fingers. And then be sure your shoulders can relax down away from your ears. Send some energy out through your fingers, through your hands. And then peel your elbow points down wide. Drawing your arm bones in and back toward each other. Feel a lift through your sternum. And keep that, but begin to tilt over to the right. And your fingertips can come down, your right fingertips onto the earth if you like, or you can keep them tall. But from here, roll your left ribs back and extend your left arm along your ear. Getting a little longer between your left hip and your left hand. And then keep that length, but hinge forward, reach forward. And then sweep your arms back so that your heart, your crown keep reaching forward, but there's a backward sort of counter reach. A couple times with breath. So root down through your tail, reach tall. With an exhale, peel your elbows wide. With an inhale, tilt to the right. Stay rooted through your left hip. Exhale, extend your left arm along your ear. Stay there for an inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward and sweep your arms back. Once more, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Tilt to the right. And reach long by your ear. Stay, inhale, rolling your left ribs back. Exhale, hinge forward. Sweep your arms back. Last time like that. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, lean to the right. Do bring your right hand down to the earth this time. So you reach your left arm overhead. And then this time, leave your right hand where it is as you lean forward so that you could extend your left leg out to the side. Yeah, so you're kind of unhooking, bringing your left leg out to the side. Press through your right hand and then begin to lift your hips any amount to find a bigger stretch along your left side. Give that an inhale. And with your exhale, settle your hips down, reach your left hand forward, and then reach across the horizon. Let both arms come to reach toward your left foot. So it's a little bit of a twist. Do that a couple times with breath. Plant your right hand, lift your hips, inhale. Exhale, bring your hips down, sweep your arms across the horizon, almost a twist toward your left leg. Inhale, right arm, right hand down, lift your hips. Exhale, bring it back down, sweep your arms across the horizon. Different this time. Inhale, plant your right hand, lift your hips. Stay here. Look down, sort of between your right hand and your right knee. You're going to come toward downward facing dog. So you'll just arrange yourself so that your hands come now to the top of your mat. You tuck your toes, your left toes behind you, and step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And if something weird happens, find your way into this shape. Give yourself a full body breath in and breath out. Soften your knees, let your hips drop back, reaching a little longer through your spine. And then lift through your hips, wave forward toward a plank shape. Always could be knees down here. And then bend your knees, draw your hips back. Downward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, lift your belly, wave forward toward plank. Hug through your arms. Lengthen out, and then again bend your knees. So we're just finding these big waves. Forward and back with your breath. It's like a really exaggerated cow spine and cat spine, right? And some length in the middle. And then the next time you draw back, send your right leg back to three-legged dog. Pause a moment, press into your hands, reach through your right foot. Keep your hips tall, like you're going to roll forward again, but just bring your right thigh in toward your belly. And make a couple big circles. Your right knee out to the right, and then stack your right hip over the left. Let's say 3 big circles. Keep your both hands planted, your arm bones drawing toward each other. And then after that third circle, gonna look forward, hug in to step forward, and let your back knee touch down. Let your hips drop heavy. So give yourself a little space. And then reach your right arm forward and up. Pause a moment just to find this shape the first time. Press down to your left hand. Get up out of your left shoulder. Roll your right ribs back. So you want to take as free and open a breath in as you can. And then when you exhale, peel your right elbow back. Bend your right elbow. Reach your right arm long by your ear. And then turn toward the floor, both hands to the earth, and draw your hips back toward a half split shape, Ardha Hanumanasana. Yeah, so again, we go slow and then it starts to make sense. Lunge forward, sweep your right arm forward and up. Exhale, peel your right elbow back, your crown forward. Reach your right arm along your ear, breath in. Exhale, turn toward the earth, draw your hips back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Let's do that twice. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, right elbow draws back, your crown forward. Inhale, reach along your ear. Exhale, hands to the earth, draw your hips back. Last time, inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, peel your right elbow back, your right ribs back. Inhale, reach along your ear. Exhale, both hands to the earth, draw your hips back. This time as you come forward, tuck your toes behind you, lift your back knee, and send your back heel down. We're moving toward Warrior One, so set up your feet as you need to. Hug through both legs and press down, and then rise up, Virabhadrasana. So similar to that pinwheel shape we were in earlier, we're hugging in and pressing down so that there's a buoyancy, the heart space, so you could reach up tall. Give that a full breath in. And when you exhale, peel both elbows wide. Tilt to the right, and then extend your left arm along your ear. Take a breath in, hug through your legs for support, and then hinge forward and sweep your arms back. So we've been here, just a little different. Inhale, sweep arms to the sky. Exhale, elbows wide. Stay rooted, tilt to the right. Extend your left arm along your ear. Breath in, fill up. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Last time, a little different. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, tilt to the right. Exhale, left arm gets long. Inhale there, get longer. Hinge forward. As you sweep your arms back, bring your weight forward. Step forward toward chair pose with your arms back, Utkatasana. Stay in your chair, reach tall, inhale. Both elbows wide. Stay rooted, but let your hands drop heavy now. And as you exhale, press to stand. Root down, reach forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, chair pose. Stay rooted, lift your heart, drop your hands. Exhale, press through your feet to stand, reach forward and up. So again, big waves here. Elbows bend, knees bend. Stay with your inhale, let your hands drop heavy. Exhale to stand, press through your feet, reach forward and up. One more time, inhale. Exhale, elbows bend, knees bend. Sit low, lift your heart, let your hands drop heavy and wide. And then exhale to stand, press through your feet. Inhale. Last time, exhale, elbows wide, bend your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, as you stand, bring your left knee with you. Left knee toward your chest, stand up. Left knee comes out to the left. And again, we're in this sort of constant movement, making big circles with your left hip now. But try to focus on where there's steadiness. Along the right side and at the center. And this next time you come around, we'll find another side bend. So cross your left ankle behind the right, bend both knees. It's like a curtsy. And then once again, peel both elbows wide. Lean to the right, really long on your left side. Press, extend through your left arm. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. This right knee is going to stay bent, but pick up your left foot and extend it back. Big breath to the back of your heart. Find that buoyancy that's there. And then reach back. Bring your hands to the earth. And step back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. Breath out. Let your knees soften. Draw back through your hips with an exhale, wave forward toward plank. Soften your knees, draw back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift and wave forward. Stay in your plank. Take an extra inhale to lengthen. Again, knees up or down. And now we lower everything all the way down to the earth. All the way down, forehead to the earth. Root your hands back a little further. Your thumbs about aligned with your nipples. Draw your elbows back. Hug your arm bones together. Press through your feet. Cobra pose. Lift through your belly. Lengthen your spine forward and up, Bhujangasana. Exhale to soften a little. Just kind of let your spine exhale. And then again, hug in and down to lift your heart forward. Exhale to soften a little. Inhale to lift. Stay lifted. Press through your hands to come back through a tabletop shape. And if there's a little movement that you need here, a little cat and cow, a little movement through hips and shoulders, feel free to do that. And then walk your knees forward a little and we're moving to the other side. Yeah, so let your hips fall to the left. And then you'll find this pinwheel shape to the left. So now your right thigh is sort of snugged into your left foot. And you'll stay rooted down. That right hip just has to get a little heavier. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Yeah. Press down into it and down through your shins as you lift your arms up. Exhale, peel your elbows wide. Get really wide and open here. Then tilt to the left. Keep your right hip rooted. Left hand can stay or could touch down to the earth as you reach your right arm along your ear, rolling your right ribs back. Reach forward, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Again, inhale, press down to reach tall. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Inhale, tilt to the left and extend your right arm long. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows wide. Tilt to the left, reach your right arm long, your right ribs back. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Then plant your left hand right along your left hip. And again, lean to the left to sweep your right foot out to the right. Yeah. Press through your left hand, reach your right arm up along your ear and then overhead, lifting your hips. Let your hips come down. Reach across the horizon toward your right foot. Both arms could reach, a little bit of a twist. Undo that, left hand to your left hip. Inhale, reach long through your right side, lift your hips. Exhale, back down. Across the horizon, reach both arms, maybe even a little beyond your right leg. One more time, bring it down, left hand plants. Lift your hips, reach along your right side. Bring it down. Unwind to twist. Oops, I lied. This is the last time. Plant through your left hand, lift your hips. And then here's where we switch to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Yeah, so look down toward your left fingers. Turn yourself around to the back of the mat, plant your hands, and step back, downward facing dog. Full body breath in. Breath out. Soften your knees. Let yourself draw back again. And as you exhale, wave forward toward plank. Bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, lift and wave forward. Bend your knees, draw back. And this time, draw your left leg back. Pause there. Hug in and down through your arms, back and up through your left leg. Let your hips be tall. You could even lift your right heel a little bit as you draw your left thigh toward your belly. And make those 3 big circles. So keep your hips tall so you got a lot of space to move here. 3 big circles, big as you could make it through your left hip. And then after that 3rd circle, you're going to draw in and look forward to step forward. Bring the back knee down. Let your hips sit heavy a moment. Just kind of settle into this stretchy shape. Yeah, and then we'll build the strength from here. You'll root your right hand to the earth or a block. Peel your left arm forward and up. As you do so, press into your right hand. Get up out of your right shoulder. Yeah, and what I mean is you're not collapsed into your right shoulder. You're up out of it. There's space between your shoulders and your ears. Draw your left hip back. Find some breath. Then as you exhale, peel your left elbow back, your crown forward. Keep that length. Extend your left arm along your ear. And then turn your heart toward the earth. Hands to the earth. Draw your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, that half split shape. With breath, inhale, come forward, left arm to the sky, rotate your ribs. Exhale, left elbow draws back, crown forward. Inhale, extend your left arm long. Exhale, turn to the earth, draw your hips back, half split. Inhale, forward, left arm forward, rotate up. Exhale, left elbow back, crown forward. Stay long, reach your left arm long. Exhale toward the earth, draw your hips back. This time as you come forward, tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Then spin your back heel down. And again, set up whatever way you need to. Sometimes we need to adjust a little bit. For warrior one. Press through both feet to rise. Virabhadrasana. Settle into your hips. But again, you're lifting up out of them as well. Inhale. When you exhale, peel your elbow points wide as you can. Settle into your hips. And then tilt left. Extend your right arm long by your ear. Both legs are strong. Hinge forward. Belly strong to sweep your arms back. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Stay rooted as you tip left. And extend your right arm along your ear. Then hinge forward, sweep your arms back. That back leg stays really strong. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows wide, root. Tilt left, reach your right arm long. Hinge forward. As you sweep your arms back, bring your weight forward to step forward chair pose, Utkatasana. Stay low, reach your arms tall. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Press through your heels, lift your heart. Let your hands get heavy and wide. And then exhale, push to stand. Reach forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Belly strong, lift your heart. Let your hands drop heavy. Exhale, reach forward and up to stand. Inhale there, longer. Press through your feet. Exhale, elbows wide, bend your knees. Inhale there, hands heavy. Exhale, press through your feet to rise. Last time like that, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Stay, inhale. As you stand up this time, your right knee comes with you. So press through your left foot, right knee toward your chest. Reach tall and open your right knee to the right. Again, make these big circles with your right leg. Bring awareness toward what feels steady and strong. After you come around, again, cross your right ankle behind the left. Bend both knees like a curtsy. Peel your elbows wide. It's like you're pulling down against resistance. And then again, lean to the left. Extend your right arm. Roll your right ribs back. Big stretch along your right side. Hinge forward. Then sweep your arms back. Already find some buoyancy, right? Lift through your belly. Lift through the back of your heart. So that as you begin to extend your right leg back, you can lift through the back of your right leg and find more lift. Inhale. Exhale, reach your toes to the back of the mat. Reach your fingertips down. This time, walk your hands a little bit to the right. Turn all 10 toes to the right toward Skandasana. So your left leg is bent, your right leg is long. And then we'll start to move side to side. So that could be just a little sway or a big sway with a reach. You could keep your hands steady or not. Find a little fluid movement. And then bring it back around to the front of the mat. So the next time your right knee bends, turn yourself toward your right foot. Press into your hands. Then step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Full body breath in. Breath out. Let your knees soften. Drop back and up through your hips. Wave forward toward plank. Extend. Bend your knees. Drop back. Lift forward. Wave forward. Once more. Inhale. Draw back. Right leg reaches back and up. Keep your hips tall. Right knee toward your belly. Just one big circle. Stack your hip. And then reverse that circle. Bring your right knee way out to the right. And then in toward your belly. and then step forward. Look forward, step forward. Back knee stays lifted this time as you reach your right arm forward and up. But this same spaciousness, right, between your shoulder blades, between your shoulders and your ears. Open up. Then turn all 10 toes to the right as you peel your right elbow toward the back of the mat. Stay here. Reach your right arm long along your ear. Exhale, turn your toes to the front of the mat, plant your hands, and lift your hips. Just like that half split shape, only taller. Yeah, your back heel is still lifted. This first time, let's stay here. A breath. Press through your right foot to lengthen your spine. Soften with your exhale. Find this with breath a couple of times. Inhale, lunge forward, reach your right arm forward and up. Exhale, turn all 10 toes to the right and then peel your right elbow back. Stay rooted. Inhale, reach your right arm along your ear. Exhale, turn your toes back, hands to the earth, lift your hips. Inhale, lunge forward, right arm forward and up. Exhale, rotate your toes, peel your right elbow wide. Stay there, reach your right arm long. Turn back to the front of the mat, lift your hips. One more time, because now it's probably starting to make sense. Lunge forward, reach tall, rotate your heart. Rotate your toes, peel your elbow wide, lean back. Reach your right arm long. Hands down, toes forward, lift your hips. Hinge, lunge forward, spin your back heel down toward warrior two this time. Plant both feet, rise up. Both legs are strong. Find a hug in and an extension out. Here too, reach tall. Back leg is strong just as much as the front. Peel your elbows wide. Tilt to the right. Could stay here or bring your right elbow down, but then extend your left arm along your head. This time, back through warrior two. Yeah, exhale, back through warrior two. Inhale, reach both arms tall. You could lean back a little bit. Exhale, peel your elbows wide. Tilt to the right. Extend your left arm long. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, reach up or up and back. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Inhale there, tilt to the right. Exhale, left arm along your ear. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bring both hands down inside your right leg. Turn your toes, shift your weight, Skandasana. Shift your weight again to the right. Shift your weight again to the left. Turn yourself to the back of the mat. Lift up through your hips to bring your weight forward. Pour through your left foot to lift the right toward a standing split shape. And again, as I always say, this could be a standing L, standing whatever. Yeah, the idea is you're pouring your weight over your left leg, pouring your weight forward. The back of your heart is leading, and your right leg is engaged and strong behind you. It doesn't actually matter how high it goes, yeah, but there's work to lift. Breathe deep. Full body breath. Bend both knees. Plant both feet. Come in toward chair pose. Plant through your feet. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows peel wide. Stay rooted. Let your hands fall heavy and wide. And then exhale to stand. Push down. Reach forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. Bend elbows and knees. Stay rooted. Let your arms fall open. Exhale to stand. Bring your left knee with you. So stand through your right foot, left knee toward your chest. One big circle. I guess it's 1.5 big circles with your left leg toward that curtsy left ankle behind the right. Peel your elbows wide. Last time on this side, tilt to the right. Extend your left arm long. Hinge forward. Sweep your arms back. Lighten up through your left foot, then extend it back. Dekasana, airplane pose. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Toes touch down to the earth. Pause. One more element here. Sweep your right arm forward and up. We've been here, we're just in a different orientation. Yeah. Rotating your rib cage. Then rotate all 10 toes to the right. Stay here. You're already in a side plank, yeah, with this right kickstand. Or release the kickstand to stand towards side plank. Or bring your right knee toward the ceiling or your toes toward the earth, yeah? So your version of a side plank or a wild thing right here where you are. Explore it for a breath or two. Take up space. And then we're coming back to our downward facing dog. So if your right foot is planted, gotta lift it and step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Yeah, full body breath in. Breath out, soften in your knees. Press through your hands, reach your hips back. With an exhale, wave forward. Again, inhale, soften, reach your hips back. Exhale, wave forward. Inhale, draw back, left leg to the sky. Stay tall, draw your left thigh toward your belly. One big circle, stack your hip. Then reverse that, bring your left knee out to the left and in toward your belly. Lift and look forward to step forward. Back knee is lifted as you reach your left arm forward and up, rotating your heart. Find that space, pressing through your right hand. Rotate all 10 toes to the left. Peel your left elbow toward the back of the mat. Lift your crown forward. Extend long through your left arm. All 10 toes turn toward the back of the mat. Hands to the earth, lift your hips. Yeah, well, remembering this from the other side. Lunge forward, left arm forward and up. Rotate all 10 toes. Peel your left elbow back. Stay there, but extend your left arm longer. Turn toward the back of the mat. Lift your hips, extend your legs. Inhale, lunge forward. Left arm reaches tall. Rotate your toes. Peel your left elbow back. Stay, extend left arm long. Exhale, turn to the back of the mat. Lift your hips. Once more, inhale forward. Lift your left arm. Rotate your toes left. Peel your elbow wide. Inhale, reach along your ear. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Lift your hips back. Lunge forward, spin your back heel down toward warrior two. Plant through both feet to rise and settle. Hug in and down to reach up and out. Both arms to the sky. Peel your elbows wide, stay low, tilt to the left. Elbow stays high or to your thigh as you extend your right arm long. Exhale, warrior two, bring it back. Inhale, reach up or up and back. Exhale, elbows wide, peel wide, tilt left. Right arm along your ear, Parsva Konasana. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, lift up or up and back. Exhale, elbows wide. Tilt to the left, right arm along your ear. Exhale, both hands come down to the earth. Skandasana, turn your toes right. Shift your weight right, just once this time. Bring it all the way around to the back, to the front of the mat. Bring your weight forward slow. Forward over your right leg to lift the left, standing split or whatever you want to call it. Press through your right foot, reach through your left foot. Hang your head at the back of your heart, lead. 2 breaths, be where you could breathe here. Notice what is steady. Next, exhale, bend both knees. Plant your feet. to rise. Utkatasana, chair pose. Peel your elbows wide, stay low. Lift your heart, let your hands drop heavy and wide. Exhale to stand, reach forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, knees bend, elbows bend. Stay, inhale, lift your heart, drop your hands. Exhale, reach forward and up, stand. Inhale. Exhale, elbows wide, bend your knees. Stay, inhale, hands heavy. As you stand up this time, press through your left foot, right knee toward your chest, stand up. Steady at the center, open your right knee to the right. One more big circle all the way around. And then cross your right ankle behind the left, bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Tilt to the left. Right arm goes long, roll your right ribs back, and then hinge forward. Sweep your arms back. You know where we're going. Lift your right leg back to Ekasana. This left leg can stay bent or it can extend as you inhale. Then exhale, bend your left knee. Touch your toes back, your fingers down. Pause. Plant your right hand, left arm forward and up. Rotate your rib cage to the left. Then rotate all 10 toes to the left. And here you are. You're already in side plank, but you have this kickstand of your left leg. You can stay here, regardless of what you did on the other side. Or you could lift your left heel, lift your hips. Or you could step your left foot onto your right foot or in front of it or behind you. Yeah, your version. We're just opening up the side body. Enjoy it for 2 breaths. Yeah, play around a little. We're coming back to downward facing dog. Your way there, you may have to step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Full body breath in. Be with the steadiness. Exhale. One more just here. Inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. Soften your knees. Draw your hips back. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up. Wave forward toward plank. Inhale there. Lengthen. One more time. Bend your knees. Draw back. Inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale. Forward plank. Stay. Inhale. Lengthen. Lower all the way down to the earth. Forehead down to the earth. Press down through your feet. Lift your belly. Lift your heart. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, soften. One more like that. Hug through your arms. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, soften all the way down. Now this time you got an option. You can do the same thing again, or hover your hands off the earth. Let them go wide, your elbows wide, like we did in the cactus arm standing 100 times. From here, hug in, press to your feet, lift your heart, maybe lift your feet. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise up again, open up where you are. Exhale, soften. Last time, lift up. You could send your arms back, but take one more breath where you are. Let the back of your neck be long, your chin down. Stay lifted, hands and feet plant. Press back up, plank or tabletop. Stay in the tabletop or find a child's pose or a seat. Just taking again this moment of stillness. Moment to remind yourself of what's steady at the center. And then down deeper, what we're connected to that also stays steady. We're going to meet in this seat on your shins. So find your way there. Not going to be here for more than a minute. Again, like we were in that pinwheel shape, there's this hug in through your legs and down. And that, there's like this affirmative reverberation that comes back when you root down that allows you to lift up. So press down into the earth, gather yourself in and up to rise on your shins. And if your legs are right together, you might separate them a little bit, your knees about as wide as your hips. Again, hug in through your thighs, down through your shins, even like your thigh bones could root down into the floor. Draw in and up, reach tall, belly strong, lifted. Exhale, peel your elbows wide, maybe lean back a little. Reset here, hug through your arm bones, hug through your legs, lift through the center, and maybe lean it back a little more. Exhale. Inhale, rise back up, reach tall. One more like that. Exhale, elbows draw wide. Stay here, hug in and up, then maybe lean it back. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Could do the same thing again, or reach forward, bend your elbows in along your sides toward camel pose. Yeah, elbows back, hands to your sacrum. So again, you could be tall, your elbows wide again. Either way, hug in and lift. Press down through your shins, up through your sternum. Draw your chin down and back instead of up and back. Draw back through your ears so that you could lengthen into this shape and breathe. Wherever you are, find 2 breaths as you can. And then bring yourself back up, gather it together. Pause. We got one more round, so just pausing to again be with steadiness. One more time. Reach tall if you're going to peel your elbows wide. Reach forward if you're going to draw your elbows back. Bend your elbows. Hug in and down through your legs, in and up through the center. Lean back long as you can be. Get longer and longer and longer in your spine and take 2 breaths. And then gather yourself back up and back down. And pause. Settling. Feel yourself, even with this lightness, still connecting down into the earth. Shift your hips right to let your hips land. Back to this pinwheel shape. And this time, you could either stay in this pinwheel shape as before, or extend your left leg back, Ardha Kapotasana, or half pigeon. Yeah, either way, your left hip is getting heavy. So if you're in that pinwheel, it's the back of your left hip that's sinking toward the earth. If you're in this Ardha Kapotasana, it's the front of your left hip that's settling toward the earth, yeah? Wherever you are, hug in through your legs and down to find that buoyancy at the heart. Maybe you could, again, reach tall through your fingers. Maybe it's just one hand lifting. You need a little balance. Elbows could peel wide. Just keep your left hip rooted. You could tilt to the right. Extend your left arm long. Then hinge forward. And you could reach your arms back or not, but keep this feeling of drawing your hips back and your heart forward. And then lower any amount, right? Maybe onto your elbows, maybe onto a block, maybe your forehead onto a block or onto the earth. But let yourself release into this shape. And take the struggle out. And that might mean backing off or just adding support, some props where you need them. I like to bring my elbows wider. That seems to let my shoulders soften. But we've been in this state of flow and really almost constant state of effort in this practice. So now we're tuning toward ease. What can I soften? What can I let go? Where can I breathe more fully? Take 2 more full body breaths here. Then give weight to your hands. You walk your hands back in under your shoulders-ish. Hinge forward just enough to, again, bring your right hand outside your right thigh. Swing your left leg around so your left leg is extending out to the side. So same as the beginning of the practice. Plant your right hand by your right thigh. Press down and lift your hips once again. Extend along your left side. Maybe this time you're sort of rolling your heart toward the ceiling with the breath. With an exhale, come back down onto your hips. Reach your left arm way out to the right and then again across the horizon. This time all the way to face your left leg. So you're kind of pulling your left hip back, rotating your torso to face your left leg. Press it down through your left heel, lift up through your center, up through your fingers, and begin to hinge forward, just like halfway, whatever that is for you. Draw your tail back, and if you like, again, if it helps to visualize, you could sweep your arms back and feel that sort of backward action. Your pelvis is tilting forward as your tail draws back. Your heart's drawing forward. If you're still a little twisted, feel your left ribs draw back and then fold. Yeah. So again, you're doing all this effort and then ease. As you're setting yourself up into a shape and then folding, easing into it. So here again, if you need support under your knee or on top between your thigh and your chest, or a block under your forehead, like whatever you need. Figure out where you could soften. If there's a lot of work happening in that left hip crease, see if you could release that. Release your belly, release your face, your neck. Two more breaths. The fullest breath you can find. And then walk yourself back in. Bend your left knee. Plant both your feet on the floor. And then send your knees over to the left. And you'll be in that pinwheel shape to the left. And again, you could stay here. Or extend your right leg back. Toward that half pigeon, Ardha Kapotasana. In either case, hug in and press down. And this right hip, whether it's the back or the front of your right hip, is settling toward the earth. A little cameo for my son there. Hug in and press down so that you could lighten up either both arms to the sky or just the right arm. But again, keep hugged in and strong through your belly so that you're not collapsing into your lower back. Stay lifted. Peel your elbows wide. Tilt to the left. Keep rooted through your right hip. Right arm extends long by your ear. Probably left fingers are on the earth here. And then hinge forward. And again, you could sweep your arms back or leave them in the front, but just keep that action of drawing your hips back, your heart forward. Hug in and then down. Gather the support that you need so that you can really release here. And again, notice where you're steady. Notice that you're supported. Yeah, the earth is holding you. Space is holding you. Soften whatever you can these last 3 or 4 breaths. Big, full breath. Give weight to your hands and walk your hands back in under your shoulders. It feels good to me to lengthen out one more time, find that little bit of buoyancy. And then lean forward, plant your left hand, lean left, and bring your right leg around out to the side. Plant through your left hand to lift your hips, sweeping your right arm along your right ear. And maybe you could stay with this just pure side bend in the right, or side opening in the right side, or keep rolling your right ribs back to sort of lean your heart to the ceiling as you take one more breath. And then as you exhale, reverse the way you came. Plant your hips, reach across the horizon, and this time draw your right hip back, rotate your torso so that you're facing your right leg. Press down, lift up, hinge forward halfway. Draw back through your sitting bones, forward through your heart. Again, your pelvis is sort of tipping forward, pouring forward as your tail draws back. Stay there, lengthen your spine. Rotate, pull your right ribs back. And then soften, fold, melt toward this shape, through this shape. Let it be a place where you can breathe, a place you could settle into. Find 2 more long breaths. Find what you can soften. And then walk your hands back in. This time lean back, your hands behind you. Press or bring your both feet to the earth. If you want, this is totally optional. We're going to come down to the earth, but if you want to just press down through your feet and your hands and lift your hips. Give yourself one last big stretch through hips, shoulders, ankles, wrists. And then bring it back down. And then lay it down to the earth. Let your knees stay bent at first. Plant your feet, let your head rest back. Again, your chin draws down so the back of your neck is long, so your throat is open. Take a moment just to reorient, to feel where you're supported, where there's steadiness, where the earth holds you. Press through your left foot to draw your right knee in toward your chest, or maybe a little off to the right toward your right shoulder. You could make some little circles with your right hip if that feels good, but not necessary. And then either stay here or extend your left leg long as you twist your right knee over to the left. Extend your right arm out to the right. Maybe turn your chin, your eyes to the right. Let your right hip draw away from your right shoulder. So really breathing into that right side of your body. And then when you're ready, roll onto your back, bend both knees, plant both feet. And again, we're either going to pause here a moment, or if you like, you can move toward a bridge pose. Again, just stretching along the front line of the body again because it feels good. So stay here, collecting. Or press through your feet, lift your hips forward and up. Just here for 2 breaths, yeah, nothing too dramatic, just a big stretch along the front of your hips. Lengthen in your spine and then draw it back down to earth. Press through your right foot. Draw your left knee toward your chest, maybe off to the side, maybe there's some little circles. Yeah, always trying to give you options for what feels right. Either stay here or extend your right leg long. Different stretch, right, when you do that. And then send your left knee over to the right. Open across your left side. Even as you send your left hip away from your left shoulder, could you kind of breathe on all sides of your torso? Like notice that there's space everywhere, and that spaciousness is supported by your own strength and everything that holds you. When you're ready, no hurry. Come back through center. Find any last shapes you need before you can be still. So you need one more heart opening shape, or you want to draw your knees in once more. Do that. Maybe you're sending your legs up onto a wall or a couch, and that's where you're going to find stillness. You can extend out towards Shavasana, or gather yourself toward your meditation seat. In either case, any case, we're coming toward stillness. Really this state of yoga, this state of awareness of union, awareness of oneness is where we settle. to know that you are supported, connected, whole, and free. To keep that in your awareness. To hold that as steadiness. Whatever else is swirling about. Know that this is true. Begin to notice again that you're breathing, that you're connected, supported, whole, and free. Or at least be open to that possibility that that's true, that that's where you are. One last opportunity in this hour to amplify the resonance between us, within us, and also to make offering. The sound of Om is offering. It's an honoring of everything that came before, our ancestors in this practices life. It's an honoring and an offering to everything that comes next, everywhere we carry this with us, and an honoring of this moment together. So feel free to stay as you are, or you could find a seat. Find this shape, or we will find this sound just once together, once more. Where you're at, find an easy breath in and breath out. Toward Om, breath in. Ooh. allow that resonance to stay in your awareness, that intention be in your awareness, your breath, your hands, your words, your thoughts today. From here, where we're connected, I bow to you. Sending love, sending gratitude to you as always. It's good to be with you. Hope to see you soon. Be well. Peace out.